beautiful people of the internet. It is like 10:30 here and I've already got a video edited and the house is picked up a little bit. I've got my room picked up and I'm about to start laundry. So it's been a productive few hours. This little guy over here didn't wake up until 10:30. So he literally, well, I think it's 11 now. So because he woke up and ate breakfast, so it's probably 11. But he didn't wake up until 10:30. He is not feeling well. He has a lot of congestion and his nose is stuffy, and I had on the humidifier for him trying to help him last night, but the poor guy was up all night long. So he slept very late this morning. So me and Peyton have just been hanging out, and he's still sick too because he had the same thing, which is how Jackson got it. So it's just one of those sick days that I'm gonna take advantage of and do all of this laundry. That's just one load. And then I have my lights, and then I have another load somewhere over there hiding. And I have to fold towels. There's a lot that I have to get done, but since they're calm, I think I'll be able to get it all done. And I don't know what else the day holds for us. Probably nothing exciting. So sorry about it. It's just gonna be a lazy chore day. Poor little guy. You gonna lay with him? Aww. Today is doctor appointment day. It's my 35-week doctor appointment and I'm so excited. This is the start of weekly appointments already, which is just so surreal. But oh my goodness. Here we go. Well, as you can tell, I am back from my doctor's appointment. I didn't vlog in the appointment at all. It's really hard for me to do it personally because obviously I don't want to show like everything. And since it's just me and like I don't have anybody with me, it's kind of hard to get like the aspect of what's going on and then talking to the nurses and talking to the doctors and everything. So I just didn't do that. But I will talk about it in a little bit. As of right now, my children are down for a nap. I am doing some organizing of schedules. I'm trying to get a couple things done before the kids wake up from their nap. And then I think we're gonna go for a walk, and I think we're gonna go to the pool as long as the weather is nice. Right now, I'm gonna finish doing this, probably eat some lunch, so then when they wake up from their nap, I can just feed them and we can go and just get this day started, because I do have to come home later tonight and fold laundry that I did yesterday. So it's kind of like a busy day. So the boys and I are about to head out on a walk. Oh, I can't push a stroller and talk at the same time because baby boy is still breached and I am 35 weeks, so this not like super concerning. But if he's still breached by the time I'm 36 weeks, then they'll want to schedule a C-section just in case he stays breached. So I have to, you know, do everything I possibly can for that not to happen, because my biggest fear is having a C-section. I don't think I've ever talked about that, and I'll talk about that when I do my update here in a little bit. But I am trying everything I know that has worked for people. So I know that sitting's really bad for when you're like breached because they just don't move as much. So I'm trying to walk to like open up my pelvis, and then I did like you guys saw in my last video, I have my exercise ball, so I got the okay to like do that and just kind of like move my hips and open up my hips to try and get him to descend down. And then we're doing the pool as well, and that's just something that's really relaxing to me anyways, and will be good for me, will be good for him, and of course good for the boys to get out of the house. But before we head to the pool today, we are going on a walk. Yes, so here we go on this walk with a Bobo stroller because it's the only one I have right now, and this is my carry bag for my camera, my phone, and every other accessory that I may need. But you ready? Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah! Yeah? Yeah? Yeah! Just as I suspected, Peyton didn't last that long. I think we made it about Probably close to 1.25 miles, which is pretty good for a 4-year-old, but I was hoping for 2 miles, but it's okay. I can go out, always go out later when it cools down a little bit, because it is like the heat of the day. I think it's like 100 degrees outside. But now they're gonna eat a quick snack, and I'm gonna go ahead and change my clothes, put my bathing suit on, and then go to the pool. Let me go ahead and get their snack and change. We are dressed. Well, you can't really tell, but I have a bathing suit on and ready for the pool. And we're about to load up in the car and drive over, and I'm so happy because it's so stinking hot. And this is gonna, that's how I feel too. Woohoo! Pool time, Jackson out of the road. Okay, let's go swimming. It is now time for the 35-week update. Woo! Man, is it different than what it was with the other 2 pregnancies, because at this point in my other 2 pregnancies, I was a lot more progressed. So I went in this morning to the doctor's, and my blood pressure was still not normal, but a lot better than it was a couple weeks ago. So we're very thankful for that. And then we went ahead and we did check the baby's heartbeat. It was at 153 today, which is awesome. He's doing great. He's still moving. Just about as much as he has been, a little less, because I haven't felt it as much, but that's normal. He's getting bigger. He's running out of room. As long as I get my 10 kicks, and then I think it's 2 hours a day. So it's like 20 kicks a day, then he's good or something like that. I always just know that when I wake up in the morning, he's moving a lot. When I go to bed, he's moving a lot. And then always at the doctor's, anytime they check the heartbeat, he likes to kick the Doppler. But heart rate's good on both baby and I, which I'm very happy about. Well, blood pressure on me, heart rate, yes, has always been good. But heart rate on baby, blood pressure on me is good. And then we went on, we did my Group B strep swab, which I will get the results back next week. And then we did
interruption. What are we talking about?
My 35-week update.
I haven't even gotten a 35-week update. You guys are spoiled.
I literally texted you.
Yeah, she did.
So did that today, and I'll get the results. 36-week appointment, which is next week. We do start weekly appointments from here on out, and then we went on to the check, because as most people know, well, if you've been pregnant, you know that once you hit 35 weeks, you get checked weekly to see if you've softened, see how faced and dilated you are. So she went ahead and checked me, and I was soft, but not dilated at all. Not dilated at all, which is the first time ever at this point in any of my pregnancies that I haven't been dilated at all, which I thought was very weird. But I did take 2 weeks off because of my blood pressure, like off my feet. I wasn't moving as much, so I think that has to contribute to it. The other thing is, baby boy is still breached. He's breached. That is the first ever. Like, my kids, both the other 2 boys have turned at like 33 weeks and have stayed there and stayed put, and they were great until birth. Great. So that is something new to me, and it's something that I don't really know how to handle. So if you have any tips, please leave them down below, because I just don't know what to do. I've Googled it and I talked to the doctor, and she said that sitting is actually not good. So to try like doing the ball, which I did earlier, and I think I talked about this earlier as well, and then walking. You saw us go on a walk earlier, so I know those 2 things can help. And I did go in the pool. I've heard that can help as well. I feel like there's other things that I can do though that'll help him flip, but you can totally tell his head is right here. Yeah. And I keep getting interrupted, but I mean, that's a story of my life when you do this. But his head is up here by my ribs, and I can totally tell it is a head now, because I think when I talked about this last week, I don't know, last week or the week before. We couldn't tell if it was a head or if it was his bum, but it's definitely very hard, and it definitely is a head. So he's breached, and I don't know what to do, but I can definitely feel my hips widening, my pelvis opening up, so that's always good. I think once he gets down into that position, I'm going to start dilating a lot quicker. I don't even know if I will dilate until he's in that position, or if I will dilate until I go into labor. We will see, but I do know that if he is not turned around by 36 weeks, so by next week, that they will probably schedule a C-section for me, and that is my biggest fear, my absolute biggest fear. So then next week, I am doing absolutely anything possible, whether it has worked for other people or whether it's something new, to try and get this baby to flip, because I'm absolutely terrified of a C-section. So help me. Leave down below what I should do, please. Other than that, I've just had all of the normal stuff that I've had since last week. Literally everything is the same, except for I know for a fact that he's breached, and I'm kind of scared, but I'm not going to try and stress about it because that's going to make things worse. So here we are, 35 weeks, breached, and it's going to be okay. Yeah. But that is where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe in the circles with our faces, and go ahead and turn on your little notifications, because we will be going into labor soon, whether it is scheduled C-section, scheduled induction, or naturally, hopefully naturally, because I'm not doing an induction, and C-sections really scare me. But go ahead and subscribe, turn your notifications on, and we will see you guys in our next video. Bye!